of. Okay, this is the class that we are working on it. So, oh, they are here. Terrence from California is here. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, we are reviewing the whole US history. I'm already sending the email to you guys. Okay, here are the 50 key US history from 1999 to the present. For high school and US history quiz bowl stuff. Okay, these are for the quiz bowl stuff. Important information. Okay. And according to alphabetical order, E, 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 A, E, M, T. Okay. E, A, R. You read 3 of them and tell me anything you know about them, and then I will discuss. Okay, go ahead. If you don't know, it's
2000,
okay. Go.
The 2000 election. George W. Bush narrowly defeated Al Gore after a Supreme Court ruling on Florida's recount. Bush
What that means is they are very close. Bush and Al Gore, Democrats, Republican, and they were very close. And Bush's little brother is the governor of the great state of Florida. Eventually, the Supreme Court have given a ruling and give the presidency to George W. Bush. Now, keep on going. You do 3 of them. Go. Bush presidency.
Bush presidency began in 2001 and focused on the war on terror and domestic security.
Now, tell me anything you know about the war on terror.
Basically, like, I think it was like the Osama bin Laden crashed into 9/11.
Wonderful.
So
wonderful.
a lot of people were like scared, and I think he used that in his campaign to encourage people to vote for him.
Congratulations. He's already president, but he used that opportunity to galvanize the Americans to move his effort to conquer Iraq. Okay, congratulations. You did good. Keep on going.
Obama served 2 terms, passing key reforms like Affordable Care Act.
Good job. Good job. Obama, what party is Obama?
Democrat.
Democrat. Okay, so he tried to get the reform on affordable care. And did he win? Did he successfully in getting the law passed? Did he change the U.S. Medical care system? Yes or no? No.
Yeah.
No, he didn't succeed. Okay, so therefore, the medical care in the United States are still the most expensive one in the whole world. And anything you want to comment about Obama, Earl?
I mean, anything?
Yes.
I don't really have anything.
What's your impression about Obama? Obama's impression for me, number one, he's a very good speaker. He really can talk. He can talk the talk. He cannot walk the walk, according to Texas phrase. Make sense? He promised a lot and he cannot deliver anything. And eventually, even African Americans are very disappointed with him. Okay, congratulations. Congratulations. You did very good. Now, Emma, you read 3, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8. Go. Read them and give me any comment. Go ahead. So let me reshare. Wow, already Donald Trump. Go.
2016 election, Donald Trump defeated Hillary Clinton in surprise elected colleague victory.
Oh, this is the
Um,
first time Donald Trump become the U.S. president.
and-
Surprise everybody. It's surprise Hillary Clinton. It's surprised Donald Trump himself. Okay, Emma, what's your impression about Donald Trump? There's no right and wrong answer. And why do you think he became the U.S. president?
sorry, why can't become U.S. president? He made a lot of thing about like, make America great again. I guess people just like just want to see what he did, or just like think he did like America was not as good as they would want to. Like America was like doesn't want to be, and with like literally campaign about like making America great or better again. It's you never really said like it never it's making it very great. It never really said like how you just but it's like make it better. And people who like think like right now what they are is a lot of dissatisfaction about a lot of sort of, like the higher ups do. So that's probably what he won in the end. And if right now just like the subtraction or a satisfactory, it doesn't matter, but it's like just people at the time just wanted America to change for what they thought, and maybe they didn't really know what he was like talking about, or maybe they didn't really understand what he's talking about. So they share like the same goal as like, oh, I want to make America for what how I viewed it,
Good
but
job.
like just basically just how he just made his campaign like I'll just make America better. But he didn't really it's largely he just really say how he'll make America better. He just said I will make America better.
That's wonderful. That's a wonderful. To my shallow understanding, Hillary Clinton want to be US president. Many women support her. And a lot of people are disappointed with her husband. And also, both Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are establishment. They were financed by the bankers, and they are Eastern establishment. And many middle American are totally disappointed with establishment. And these Americans don't talk much, but in the vote, they vote for Donald Trump. Keep on going. Yeah, number 6, go. You did it very good.
Since Trump presently focused on immigration restrictions, cuts tax, and populist nationalism, I think I feel like a lot of like it was like probably it was like sort of like it was immigration are very common in America. And there's like
Yes.
a lot of like criticism because like they like think, oh, immigrants are stealing our jobs, which really isn't that true. I think like if you're stealing your jobs, maybe they're doing better than you. I don't know what to say, but as the immigration review tax cut, a lot of it is just tax on like for themselves, like for like the because like everyone's like, oh, if I get tax cut, I don't have to pay that much money. But in the end, a lot of like people was like, wait, I'm still paying more. Like the people who are getting like the most tax cut are the richer people. So they're like, wait, what? I thought we were getting tax cut. So like a lot of like he's like, if we have tax cuts, then it's good for us because then I don't have to pay as much money. But in the end, it's only like the rich people that doesn't have to pay as much money, and then you will have to pay the same amount or even more. And populist nationalism, I don't know what that means.
Okay, yeah, populist and nationalism because, for example, if you are big lawyers, if you are international lawyers, right, your clients are not for Americans only. Majority of your high-paying clients are foreigners, foreign companies, right? And especially if you work in the Wall Street, if you work in the biggest law firm, international companies, these companies pay the highest price for the elite who graduated from the elite university like Harvard and Yale, right, Emma? That's why you guys need to go to the best university because they pay highest price. They serve the big bank, big multinational companies, but the people like in a small town Texas, who work for in a manufacturer job, they cannot pay that much of money. If you're a lawyer working for the local people for divorce cases and stuff like that, there's not much pay. Make sense? That's why you have to go to the elite of the elite university to get a higher payment job. Tax cut is irony. Nobody have the right answer because Trump cut down the rich people's taxes. And what do? Your government have to use money. You have to fight wars, right? Then what he do? Borrow money from Americans and foreigners and big bank. Immigration restrictions, he has been doing that, build the wall, right? Right? And of course, if you kick out all the Mexicans and from South America, who is going to cut your grass? Who is going to work for in the field? But at the same time, I understanding people who don't want too much immigrants because think about you guys' school. You have a lot of kids who come to your school and they don't speak English. Do you think your school will be good or bad, Emma?
I think most of the people in my school speak English.
Oh, okay. But there is some schools because most of the Asian kids go to the good schools and because their parents pay a lot of money to go into a good districts.
Like there's like one class, I think, but it's only like one class, and most of you kids in there just like learn English
That's
already.
right.
So like even though like yeah, I did share class. I think like I was like somebody that didn't speak English that well. But I feel like as an and she made like still a lot of friends. I think like just around the same like I think she was Chinese and she just made a lot of friends that also speak Chinese.
That's right. That's right. ESL program, English as a second language program, spend a lot of taxpayers' money, right? And a lot of kids don't speak English very well. They will hold down the whole school's stuff. Now, Baoling, you have a lot of to say, and then you will read 3 or 4, and I will listen to you. Okay, Baoling, go ahead. Read number 7 and number 8 and comment. Go.
All right, number 8, 2020 election. Joe Biden defeats Donald Trump amid COVID-19 and high voter turnout.
Wow.
Some Republicans, my friend is a hard Republican, and he believes that Biden rigged the election.
A lot of people think Biden rigged the election and the case in the court. We will never know the truth.
He claims he has proof of the counters counting the Democrat votes multiple times, but we can't prove if it's real or not.
That's right.
Of course, January 6th, Trump supporters storm Congress to block certification of Biden's win. I'm pretty sure some people actually died.
That's right. That's right.
Stupid people.
That's right. That's right. It actually is a very big right. Capital is these people who make the laws, right? So you can see the left and right in the United States, the antagonization are so big. It's almost like a civil war. Okay, it's almost like a civil war, but unfortunately, it was not big. It's not big, but people get very much worried. Now, terrorism and the war. Now, you read several more. Okay, terrorism and the war. Keep on going. Pauline, read.
Oh, okay, keep going. All right, September 11, 2011, yes, it killed nearly 3,000 people. It was very bad. Then, of course, Al-Qaeda, the bad organization that started 9/11.
Question, do American people have a consensus on who did it and why it happened? Yes or no? Is there any consensus or no? Why?
Because we don't know too many details.
Oh, we have a lot of pictures, but because people think about conspiracy, controversial, Make sense? And I actually personally visited these two buildings way back when I was young. That's the way back many years before 9/11. That's show how old I am. My friends working in the building, working for the big banks. I forgot which one. Make sense? The building was so big. For my understanding, it's very difficult to understand these big, humongously big building can be destroyed by one or two airplanes. Compared with them, the airplane can be so puny. Report on cameras as towers begin to collapse. They fall down so quick. It's fall down so quick. And we may never know how it happened. Even the former governor of the United States think it's a fake. Make sense? So Americans don't have a consensus on what really happened. Even on the age of, on what? On the TV, everybody see the TV, and we still don't know what's going on. And Donald Trump is supposed to open the file for us to know. Because there is so much mystery. Trump wants to open the file to know JFK. See everybody see how JFK was executed in Dallas. But we still don't know what's going on, right? Everybody see it. Nobody know what's going on. What was going on? One more, Pauline, go ahead.
Okay. So the war in Afghanistan to get rid of Taliban and Al-Qaeda took a while, but did succeed.
Who are the Talibans?
They're the people that currently rule Afghanistan.
Taliban, yeah, you are so good. Taliban, what's the name of Taliban? Taliban is a religious student. During the
Somebody
wait
after marrying a 6-year-old girl. What?
Okay, so these are the people when Soviet Union attack their country, they become orphan, right? They become orphan and they organize a political movement. And many years before Bush attacked Taliban, the representatives was in Houston for oil and gas deal. See, Houston is a very important city and people don't understand. Taliban were in control of the engaged in negotiation with the United States and past negotiation way back before 9/11. They were in Houston and talking about the oil and gas deal. When the oil and gas deal failed, the war will begin. Iraqi war. Who is reading it? Terrence. Go ahead, from California.
Iraq war began in 2003 to remove Saddam Hussein over weapons of mass destruction claims. Saddam Hussein was captured in 2003 and executed in 2006. Osama bin Laden was killed in 2011 in Pakistan by Navy SEALs. U.S. combat operations ended in Iraq in 2011, but left instability. U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan in 2021, ending America's longest war.
That's the longest war. And how much money do you think spend? Guess. Everybody guess.
20 million.
20 what?
Million.
I actually don't know, but my guess is a lot more than that.
$1 trillion? Oh, whoa.
Oh, everybody write it down. How many zero behind the trillion? Anybody can teach me? This old guy? That's a lot of money. Anyway, right? Breakdown of the $2.3 trillion and this is not from anywhere. It's from the Brown University, one of the best universities in the United States. Now, Terence, you are going to read for me. Go ahead.
The United States spent approximately $2.3 trillion on the war in Afghanistan from 2001 to 2021, according to a comprehensive report by the Costs of War Project at Brown University. Breakdown of the $2.3 trillion estimate. Direct warfighting costs, $800 billion. Overseas contingency operations and support, $85 billion. Interest on war-related borrowing.
Oh, this one is
530
interesting.
billion.
This one interesting. For the Western world, I read right now, for the Western world, for the last 400 years, 500 years, even longer, it's very unique in world history. Countries borrow money in order to fight a war. That's not true in many other countries when I read history books. You borrow money and you pay interest, and the interest to the bankers is $530 billion. That's a lot. Okay, keep on going. What is the money is this one for? Go.
Veterans medical and disability care, past and
what that
future.
for? Yes, past and what that for? What that money for?
Like the injuries of like the soldiers that are now like retired, I guess.
No, they are retiring or not retiring, and as long as they live, they have to be paid. And also, a lot of them have a PTSD, right?
Yeah.
Post-traumatic, what was that? PTSD?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Wow, you guys are smarter than me. Keep on going.
State Department and USAID spending.
And who cut down the USAID?
Like Trump?
Elon Musk. No, Elon Musk was kicked out. Okay, that's $59 billion. Keep on going.
That was $59 billion. And finally, other indirect costs and obligation, hundreds of billions more over time.
Okay, a lot of how much of them made from Houston-based companies, and which companies? And you guys need to know. And Houston is a very important city, and I happen to work near some of them. And who is Terence, your wonderful friend Pauline, are going to read for me. Okay, my friend is working for this company right now. Okay, no, Pauline, read loud and clear. We learned something. Go. Key Houston-based constructors in Afghanistan. Keep on going.
Contractors.
Yeah, contractors.
The KBR awarded at least 100 million.
Where the KBR located is used to be in Houston, Smith Street, and now they moved to Dubai, and they make so much money. And they keep on going. Award, Adris, go.
They awarded 100 million for building an embassy in Kabul. Received a bunch of task orders totaling more than $216 million. Oh wow. Under Operation Enduring Freedom for base construction and troop training at major Afghan bases.
Yeah, that's why they make you. Oh, Halliburton. Okay. Cheney was the vice president for George W. Bush, was the CEO of Halliburton, and Halliburton is just 5 minutes away from me. So a lot of people in Houston working for Halliburton. Keep on reading, go. So, okay, keep on going. Halliburton is an engineering company. Pauline, if you don't want to read, somebody else will. Go. And you need to research Halliburton. Now,
All right.
go ahead.
Subsidiary KPR was Houston-based and among top contractors. Houston-based Halliburton predecessor dies and won billions in log cap.
Good job.
What exactly is log cap?
Actually, I don't know. But the beautiful thing about the internet, logistic, I think is a logistic civil augmentation program. It's the U.S. Army program that use contractor provide logistic. What's the logistic? For example, my next door neighbor, my ex next door neighbor, they drive big trucks to send ice cream for the soldiers, ice cream. And the ice cream and Coca-Cola are very expensive logistic. And the basic support service, for example, food, right? Cooking, barbecue. It's designed to augment the Army's capacity. Army themselves have soldiers, have people who cook them, right? But then you need a company to do logistic and civil augmentation, like a building arm camp. Now, who is going to read? Emma, go ahead. Because some of them are in Houston and Irving, Florida. I don't know that company. Okay, it's a Metro Dallas area. Emma, read.
Around 3.8 billion for logistics surveys in Afghanistan since 2015. The Irving is a metro Dallas, which includes Texas-based special industry, DAH Telecom, based in Houston, provide internet service to U.S. bases on Afghanistan under long-term
Internet service. See, these are from the defense U.S. government. So if you are interested in that, how to make money out of war, and then you can research these companies. I don't even never heard about that. Estimated spending on Houston area firm. There's a lot. We don't know the share. Okay, KPR alone. Okay, how about Austin area? See, Emma is going to read the Austin area company. So that's why you guys need to now Emma, read.
Here are some Austin news companies that secured U.S. government contracts to military Afghanistan on military operation during the relative period.
And okay, these are companies. And tell me whether you know them or not, or you heard about, you see their basis or other things. Oh, there's a lot of them. Go. Professional Contract Service Inc. Go ahead.
Awarded multiple U.S. Army contracts to provide field services and support military bases with overseas connection operations.
Let me tell you, some of these companies, they just have an office in Austin, and then they get the contract, and then they sublease the contract. They hire other people to do the dirty job, even the local people to do the job. And sometimes they give the job to people in South Korea, and there's a lot of South Koreans working for these companies. Emma, keep on going. Examples.
Examples include 16.9 million in 2018 for Daniel before and 26% during the operation in 1990 public operation maintenance. But not exclusively at Afghanistan. These services are conduct more of the military readiness for deployment.
So $2.3 trillion. Then some people have to benefit from them. Travelers Association for the Blind People. See, Advanced Technology McLean. Never heard about it. Never heard about it. Never heard about it. And how about the Great State of California based companies. And then, Terence, you're going to read and you are going to research some of these companies. Okay, go ahead. The longest war, $2.3 trillion. And I still don't know how many zeros behind the T.
Here's a detailed overview of California-based companies that received meaningful contracts related to the U.S. war in Afghanistan, covering military operations, logistics, intelligence, and reconstruction.
What?
Okay.
Let me guess. There's a lot of people in California do this intelligence and not reconstruction support, but also telecommunication and information. Keep on going. Let me see either I'm right or wrong. Go.
Leone Industries LLC, Pacific Palisades, California. Award of $55.4 million.
Okay, have you heard about that company?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like no, but I know the city. The city's like the thing that got burnt down. Like
Really?
yeah, it's like the LA Fire City. It got burnt down.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
LA area city. How much? Oh, support task. Okay, keep on going.
CACI International, originally California based.
They all make a move to the Middle East. You know why they do that? Pay less taxes. Keep on going.
In 2019 received nearly $907 million over 5 years for intelligence operations and analytic support to the U.S. Army in Afghanistan.
Why I'm so right? Intelligence operation and analytical support. So people who play computer and they know the database. Keep on going, affecting negatively by the U.S. withdrawal. So when the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan, the company lost money. Keep on going. I heard about this company. Keep on going.
Ducommun Inc., Costa Mesa, California.
Where's that anyway?
It's in like LA, but like south, I think.
Oh, wow.
You're like Irvine. Like
you are wonderful. Oh, I know Irvine. My students go to Irvine for university studies. I research Irvine. They are very rich area, yes or no?
Well, I've been there, yeah. It's pretty rich there, yeah.
A pretty rich area, and the house, how much usually the house is how many millions? $500,000, $1 million, $2 million?
I mean, houses in the Bay Area are even more expensive, so
even more expensive.
Yeah. Houses in like I'm currently in like a really small house, like not even 2 stories, and it's literally at 3.5 million. It's not even like small, and it's like really, it's crazy. Like the inflation is real, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I cannot even imagine being in Texas. We already complain how expensive the housing are, but compared with that $3 million is unbelievable. Keep on going.
Kratos Defense and Security Solutions, San Diego, California.
San Diego, I visited San Diego. It's a beautiful city, but there's a lot of defense-related thing. Keep on going. Go.
Manufactures UAVs and directed.
What's UAV? What's UAV anyway?
I think a UAV is like some plane thing, but that's all I know.
The drone. Everybody research. You have to know the UAV. Is that company? It's a company name. Aero System. Is an aero system. Is UAV stock a good buy? If the war time is a good buy, it has probably the average beating of the market. Whenever there is a big war, how many UAV does US have? Oh, these are drones, guys. UAV are non-human driving airplane, attacking airplane. Make sense? So, okay, of course, this company, not read it. And Terence researched this company and what kind of stuff they make.
Northrop Grumman, which is multiple California's
locations. Silicon Valley, that's near you guys. Okay. Supply aircraft. Keep on going.
Retains Global
Hawk.
California locations, Los Angeles area, and Silicon Valley, supplying aircraft, RQ-4 Global Hawk drones.
That is
and
very famous in the whole world. Okay, very, very famous and very expensive. Keep on going, drones.
And ISR systems essential to Afghan operations. BOE in 2020 received the Air Force Ground-Based Strategic Deterrent Contract, 13.3 billion initially, 63 billion over 20 years.
Over 20 years. Okay, of course. General Atomics. What's that for? Go.
Manufacturer of MQ-9 Reaper drones extensively used in Afghanistan. In 2020, secured a 7.4 billion Air Force contract for Agile Reaper Enterprise Solutions.
Wow, specialized service and contractor. Aerospaces. Okay, keep on going.
AVEX Aerospace, Solana Beach, California.
Where is that anyway? So I'm so glad I have you and your specialty are geography. At least you know all the geography of California, right? Tell me where located. I don't
I think it's based off the name. It's probably like somewhere like Southern California. I think I've been there before, but I just don't remember.
Okay. Pasadena, you know Pasadena. It sounds so familiar to me.
Yeah, I've been there like many times.
What kind of your impression? It's a good place or what?
It's not a bad place. It has Caltech, which is pretty good.
Oh, Caltech, of course, that's right, Caltech. Okay, why don't you shoot for Caltech? I think you shoot for Caltech, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
you shoot for Caltech. You're smart enough to do that. Go, keep on going.
Security services provided for classified environments, likely engaged in diplomatic and military-based security related to Afghanistan.
That's enough. So familiar yourself with all these companies. I'm going to send you guys a bunch of information. That's how I want you guys to do research. Make sense? And fire up your curiosity and do research and find out how these people make money, right? Because unfortunately, I don't want to say that, but it's true. Money runs things. And these are very expensive operation. List of Texas companies benefit. Okay. From top to bottom. Okay, these are the companies. So two of the very important states in the United States. One is California. I didn't even realize there were so many California companies making money. I was thinking more Texas. But right now, probably California make more money from it. And these are the Texas company, logistic company, KBR logistic company, right? Army intelligence, security logistic operation support. Okay. So guys, research a little bit. These are all the knowledge came from you guys, what? Curiosity. And you guys want to go to the best universities, so you need to know what run things. So I'm learning so much from you guys, with you guys. Okay, you did a wonderful job. Job. Okay, we are talking about terrorism. Let's finish this one. Law, policies, and Supreme Court decisions. Earl, read loud and clear, go. And anyone you want me to study further, we talk about it, go. Earl, are you there?
Okay.
Loud and clear.
U.S. Patriot Act, 2001, expanded surveillance powers post 9/11. No Child Left Behind Act, 2002. Emphasize standardized testing.
In education, the STAR test in Texas, STAR test in California, and of course, for you guys in private school, you don't need to take the stupid STAR test. And George W. Bush is behind this No Child Left Behind Act. And they emphasize on standard testing, actually very, very dumb. Keep on going, because the test, okay, I don't know, it takes a lot of genius to produce these stupid, boring, disgusting test. Keep on going. Affordable
Care Act 2010 expanded health insurance coverage and banned denial for pre-existing conditions.
Okay, keep on going. These are the two people. This person sues this person, legalize same-sex marriage nationwide. Keep on going.
Ober G.E. Fell. Ober G.E. Fell versus Hodges, 2015. Legalized same-sex marriage nationwide. Dobbs v. Jackson, 2022. Overturned Roe v. Wade, ending federal protection for abortion rights. Citizens United versus FEC allowed unlimited political spending by corporations.
Okay, there's only one thing I want to comment. There is no more dividing point of view between California and Texas on abortion rights. Make sense? The two states are very, very different. They are attacking each other on abortion rights all the time. Now, I'm going to through this one very fast. Hurricane Katrina, so big, so bad. A lot of people being affected. Virginia Tech shooting, a Korean kids in Virginia Tech. And many people think Virginia Tech have a very bad feng shui. So I suggest all of you don't go to Virginia Tech. That Virginia Tech have not only one, but many shootings. This is Virginia Tech. So my suggestion, my superstition is that they have a very bad qi. So don't go there. Go to Caltech and UT Austin. Okay. Go to Caltech and UT Austin. They have a lot of better environment than Georgia Tech. No. Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech are very good. My students this year get scholarship from Georgia Tech, and we were working on the application together, and I was very proud. Great recession. We talk about this 2007, 2008. Earl, now read this one and tell me anything you know about this. Go.
The Great Recession, 2007 to 2009, resulted from the housing market crash and bank failures.
Now tell me anything you know about this one. I want everybody research on the Great Recession. Actually, 2008 is at its height, and its influence internationally in Thailand, Malaysia, and many other countries, Korea.
Basically, it was basically, I'm pretty sure it started by the U.S.
Yes.
And
Wall Street, of course.
And then basically, a lot of I think it's because the U.S. countries, they wanted more housing, and then that resulted into mortgages.
That's right.
And then what?
Well, that's right. That's very good. You did very good. Keep on going. Very good.
And I'm pretty sure the mortgage like thing. There was a collapse there, and then and the whole global economy suffered.
That's right. Why is the collapse? Because these financial companies, they gave people have no job. People who have very little money, zero down payment, gave them loans. to buy houses when they don't have a good job. So when people losing jobs, more people losing their jobs, they cannot pay their payment. So there's a procedure called foreclosure, which in a bank take away people's housing, so the housing price collapse. Okay, of course, COVID-19, we just passed that. Federal stimulus plan can, again, everybody guess how much money. So you guys need to have study history with me. I have an MBA or something like that. So I realized, because after I studied my MBA, I studied American history, I found out you have to talk about the money. How much money? Guess. Everybody give me a guess. There's no wrong guess. Everybody give me a number. Pauline? Federal stimulus bill for COVID.
4.6 billion something.
2.3, 2.5 billion, more than Afghanistan war or less than Afghanistan war. So now we compare Afghanistan war and COVID. Okay. And for the people who have a company, they actually get a lot of money from the government, free checks. Free checks. Here are the breakdown. Wow. Okay. Breakdown. Earl, read a little bit. Go.
Coronavirus Preparedness and Response Supplemental Appropriations Act. It was enacted March 6th, 2020, and the cost was $8 billion. Family's First Coronavirus Response Act, or FFCRA, enacted in March 18th, 2020. Amount is $104 billion. CARES Act, Phase 3, enacted March 27, 2020. Amount is $2 billion.
This is one bill gave more money. Almost the Afghanistan 20 years war. HERO Act, $3 billion. Wow, so definitely more. HERO Act, housing pass never enacted. Grand total, give me 5.5 billion. Everybody write it down. 5.5 trillion. So a trillion here and a trillion there, and pretty soon you're talking about some real money, right? Selected movement, Black Lives Matters, Me Too movement, March for Our Lives was led by student survivor, Parkland school shooters. Never heard about it. So I want you guys to think about technology and the culture. They are very, very important. And I want you to do further research. Through that, you guys can understand more about United States society, especially economy related. Whose turn? Terrence, go ahead. Because in California, you know a lot about technology. Terrence.
Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram reshape politics and culture. Smartphones and apps like the iPhone change daily life. WikiLeaks and Edward Snowden's leaks exposed government surveillance. Streaming services like Netflix replaced traditional TV for many Americans. Artificial intelligence and automation grew rapidly in the 2010s and 20s.
Why not each person choose one topic in technology and culture and give us a representation? Oh, we finished this class. This is the last class, but I hope you guys further study these things. And when you guys all come back from your international travel, like parents, when you come back from Europe, we will do world history, AP level, 15 classes. We will have fun together. Okay, now comment on one of these issues. Give me some comment on the things you read that you are interested. Go ahead.
About this?
Yes, any topic. Yeah.
So do I just talk about like what's bad?
Anything good or bad or influence our life is cool. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's pretty cool that the iPhone's a thing. It's like the biggest, like phones like are like the biggest, one of the biggest things in human life. Like without your phone, in one day you'd probably be cooked. So basically they just had a huge computer during like after like in like the 1900 like 19s. And then it got progressively smaller and smaller, and then you can eventually fit it in your pocket, which is really cool. And it's pretty smart. And even though it didn't change that much because Apple is like that, it's still a game changer, and it's like huge in the life of everybody. Also social media is like a really big thing now. Like before they like had to like say the news through like, oh, like the live broadcast and stuff. But now you can just look at Twitter or X, and then it'll be like real-time updates. So I guess that's also good for good and bad for like politics.
Yes. Have you heard about a book called 1984? Yes or no?
By George Orwell?
Yes. Come on. Who told you that book?
I've just heard of it.
You didn't read the book? Homework, read the book. Okay, read the book. If you combine 1984 and Snowden and watch a movie and do some research about WikiLeaks, and you will know 1984, which is written in which year? Everybody write it down. 1984, which was finished in 1948, just at the beginning of the Cold War. George Orwell is a what? Genius of the genius. Make sense? He can foresee the future. That's why that guy is amazing, and that's why probably he died relatively young. He died in 1953, the same year Joseph Stalin died. Okay. Yeah, at the beginning of Cold War, he already foresee the future. And this last one is the one I challenge all of you to study. The influence of artificial intelligence and automation grew rapidly in 1920s and 1920s, and even this year. And the center of the artificial intelligence, I think in California. I think it's in California, in Silicon Valley, in you guys' area. Who is going to read? Pauline going to read the whole thing? Foreign relations, and then you choose one to comment, and I will choose some to comment. Keep on going, Pauline. Foreign relations in this time period.
All right, so Russia was hacking in the 2016 election. Yes. China-US tensions, which are happening.
Okay. This is the allegation. Russian interfered in the election through hacking and disinformation. Nobody know. I don't know. But these are called allegation. Whether it's approved or not, only history know, or maybe history don't even know. Keep on going. Putin, of course, Putin was a former KGB. And I think, it's very likely it really happened. But how do we know? Okay, go. China-US tension. Go ahead. Pauline?
The Chinese-US tensions, which are still happening today.
That's right.
Over trade and tech, such as DeepSeek and Taiwan.
Wow, congratulations. Not only TikTok, but DeepSeek. And anybody in you guys have a TikTok account? Yes or no?
No.
No? Good. Nothing good. Iran nuclear deal. And of course, the tension is ongoing. North Korea diplomacy, are they ending it? Trump meet with Kim Jong-un. Is there any good came from the meeting? Yes or no? Nothing. It's a good picture opportunity. Good job. Democratic and social change. Latino become the largest minority group in the United States, and especially in California and Texas. Same-sex marriage become widely accepted and legalized, not in Texas. Marijuana legalization spread across states through those still illegal federally. Now, Terrence, you tell me about marijuana in California. Go.
Marijuana legalization spread across states through still illegal federally.
No. Is that legal in California? Oh, I want to know about California. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm in the Bay Area, so like cannabis or marijuana is not that big, but especially in Southern California, like it's like at the Mexican border and they produce like all the marijuana, so they like send it up towards America. People buy it and it's not good. The thing is like it's actually legal for sometimes, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it's actually legal. I've seen stores across California during my road trip, which is
Your
but I heard
road
that
trip
like
to where? Your road when and where? You
oh yeah,
rode?
so I've been to LA a bunch, and recently I went to up to like Redding and stuff, and like Lassen National Park, which is cool. So yeah, there's a bunch of cannabis for some reason. Like
Really? You see cannabis?
it just says cannabis store. It's like
Really?
like on the map it just says oh store for cannabis, and it's weird.
Why don't you take some picture and send to us? And I see so many wonderful pictures your mom posted it on you, and you guys have a lot of fun. But nobody gave me a cannabis store. Adult use recreational. What is recreational anyway? For entertainment. Wow. Proposition 53. What you can do legally in California? How you can use it. Legal only use private property. So these are, how about Texas? So these are the difference. Yes, you can buy, possess, grow, and use marijuana in California within strict state regulation limit and the local ordinance. Okay, you cannot do public use, but you can use that in your home. How about Texas? Now, who representing Texas and read for me? And only bowling and the bowling. Okay. Yeah, marijuana.
Marijuana now.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Okay. Anyway, transgender rights emerging as a national debate. They are far more tolerated in California, not in Texas. Immigration debate, voting and democracy. Forget about it. Economic trend. Stock market recovery followed the crisis, but inequality worsened. Of course, anybody talk about why the stock market recovered after 2008 crisis, but equality worsened? Why? Guess. Economic. Okay, some of you will read this and I'm going to send the whole essay to you. Here is my analysis. Everybody pay attention. Here's my analysis. When the stock market crashed in 2008, the rich people who have the good credit and they have a lot of cash on their hand can buy dirt cheap the real estate. And then when the stock market crash, they know the crisis is, they have to finish, right? So they buy stocks and real estate very, very cheap. Number one, they have cash. Number two, they can use their good credit to leverage, to borrow money from the financial institution. Stock market recover after 2008 crisis. Why? But why did inequality worsen? This is for your AP US history and AP economics essay analysis. So who is going to read for me? And feel free that they may be wrong. You can feel free to disagree. Earl, you are interested in money. Now you read, go. I'm going to send this whole thing to our group. Go. Earl, loud and clear.
The 2008 financial crisis caused the most severe economic downturn since the Great Depression. However, while the U.S. stock market rebounded relatively quickly, the broader recovery was uneven. Wealth inequality not only persisted, it widened. This divergence between Wall Street and Main Street reflects structural weaknesses in the American economy, the nature of the recovery policies, and the unequal distribution of financial assets.
Okay, here is my 2 cents. I probably totally wrong. Clinton representing Wall Street. He was paid by Wall Street. And the Main Street don't like him. And it's the Main Street who elected Donald Trump. Okay, Earl, keep on going. You're doing wonderful. Keep on going. Historical context, what happened in 2000. Then we're talking about 2008. Then the buyout and the stimulus plan can benefit, but inequality worsened. No, read one paragraph. Go ahead. Asset ownership. What is asset ownership? People who own the stocks and real estate. Real estate is housing, land. Earl, go ahead.
Asset ownership is unequal. The top 10% of Americans own over 85% of stocks and mutual funds. As the stock market recovered, wealthier households saw their net worth soar. Lower middle-income Americans hit hardest by job losses and housing foreclosures. Missed out on gains.
Foreclosure, they only have one house and now they are in the apartments or become homeless. Miss out on the gain, and that gain is a lot of gain because they can use the money again to buy the stock very, 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 very cheap. Okay, pennies on the dollar for the stock and real estate. Now, keep on going. Wage recovered slowly. Forget about housing crisis effect was long term. That is very, very important. It affects every family, including your family and my family. Keep on going, Earl. You're doing wonderful. And I hope you will understand the real estate market. And then you will use that to make money out of it. Keep on going.
Over 10 million Americans lost their homes.
Is that true? 10 million Americans lost their homes. I don't believe that. You guys research. That's a lot of people, even though. Keep on going. Go.
Black and Hispanic homeowners were disproportionately affected, worsening racial wealth gaps. Okay, many never re-entered the housing market during the recovery, missing out the rising home prices. They live in the apartment, and the apartment price is getting higher and higher and higher. I know that because there's some apartment near my house. I see their price going up by hundreds every 2 years. Okay, corporate profit watch labor, corporate through buyback. Corporate stock buyback. Well, yeah, he is here. Use their profit to stock buyback. When you get stock buyback, your stock price go high, and the CEOs and was paid by stocks, boosting share prices rather than raising the wages. But the company are not paying people more, but the people who own the company stock get more. And the management class have a lot of more. The labor share doesn't worth the money. So you guys not only need to study harder and find a good job, right? But also need to know how to invest. Historical graphic connection with APC. It's connected with AP US history. It's connected with AP economics. Student can apply monetary policy,
fiscal policy income distribution analysis. Earl, you did a wonderful job. Read the conclusion for me. Go.
The recovery after the 2008 financial crisis was real, but not equal. The stock market soared because federal policy stabilized banks and pumped capital into financial markets. But ordinary Americans, especially those without stocks, homes, or steady employment, were left behind. This uneven recovery underscores
deep-rooted structural inequality in the U.S. economy and raises key questions about the role of the government in promoting not just growth, but equity. So this one, because the government are using tons of money, billions and trillions, the exact number I don't know, but it's best definitely with a B or with a T. They save the big banks. Make sense? They save the big, socialism for the rich. Capitalism for the poor. Make sense? Socialism for the rich. Capitalism for the poor. So it's a double system. There is no socialism, there is no capitalism in one country, two systems. One country, two systems. That is actually what's going on. You guys are a wonderful group. We study US history so we can keep on studying even more healthcare and science, foreign relations, comparison and critical thinking. Comparison and critical thinking. Now, whose turn? Emma from Austin. Read number 49 and 50 and answer one question for me. Go.
Compare the Great Depression and the Great Recession. What do we learn?
Wow.
Is America a good model of democracy in the 21st century?
Yeah, you choose one topic and chat a little bit. Go.
I don't remember what version, but like, is America a good moment in the 21st century? Okay, I was thinking that. I think like right now there is a bit. Feels like I think like we're mainly focused on like saying like we're really democratic, democratic, but like there is of course still some like we're higher ups are still a lot more empowered than the citizens below them, and I think they have a lot more like choice. Well, we could like designate people who are also more higher up than people that aren't them, also into higher power. So it's a lot harder for like people who maybe if like it was like 50-50 and like only half of the side want, and it's like I think the part of like where like this I feel like higher ups can bend the rule to like how they view the world. Like they can bend the rules because I remember like Trump had like what like penalties where it's like he broke the law like many times, but he still like got past these laws. Like he did take break the law. So like that is
Wow, congratulations. I want you guys to think like a high school students that is going to college. And when you read these stuffs, these are the AP, IB level essay on the topic, don't trust them. Don't trust them. But then if you don't trust them, what do? You use a critical thinking skill, you develop yourself and research them yourself. And whenever they make an allegation, assuming they are lying to you, assuming they are liars. Okay, that's the only way you can actually learn things. So each person read one paragraph. When you finish reading, you tell me whether you can trust the allegation or not. From alphabetical order, and each person have to read one paragraph and one paragraph only from back. Terrence, okay, now read and tell me, is there any lies? Terrence, go ahead.
The Great Depression and the Great Recession were the two most significant economic crises of the past century. While separated by nearly 8 decades, they share deep structural similarities, including massive unemployment, plummeting GDP, and the collapse of financial systems. Yet the global response to the Great Recession was shaped precisely by what the world learned from the catastrophic failures in the 1930s. In 2025, economic anxiety is once again rising, fueled by inflation, geopolitical instability, and increasing debt levels. This essay compares the causes and responses to these crises, evaluates the lessons learned, and assesses whether the current global economy is on the brink of another major collapse.
0 to 10, what number you give this allegation, this paragraph, and any reservation you have? Give me a number.
I think it's a pretty good summary. I don't know, like I'll give it a 9. It's a pretty good. I mean, it's ChatGPT. They're pretty good.
Good. So only I think for the 1930s and 2008, they're pretty good. But only in the 2025, we are talking about economic anxiety. Different people experience very differently. And even we cannot agree with the inflation rate right now. We cannot agree. Geopolitical instability, don't we always have a geopolitical instability? Yes or no, Terence? But right now, a human being have always been live in an instability. But are we in a crisis? We don't know. Maybe future generation know. Increasing debt level. That is totally true. And homework, everybody research what increasing debt level mean. And this great, what Trump's recent legislation called? A big, great, beautiful something bill? What that bill called? They just passed that. Are they increasing or decreasing debt level? Terence, guess, give me a guess. Recently, Trump passed a big bill or something like that. I don't know. I never read it. There were thousands of pages. Nobody know. I don't know. I don't have the time to read that thing. But you guys are young and you guys can do some research on that. Is the bill increasing debt or decreasing the debt? Okay. You did a wonderful job. Now, whose turn? Who's the second one? From Pauline. Okay, now read one paragraph and give a number. Can you trust them or not? Go. Causes, similarity and differences. Causes.
Financial speculation and asset bubbles. So after World War I, yes, there was a stock market boom, which had little basis in real economic productivity, excessive margin buying, and unregulated speculation led to the crash of October 1929. Though, in my opinion, it's just been a bunch of trade issues, agricultural overproduction, and certainly bank failures failed as well.
Okay, good. 0 to 10. How much you trust?
And of course the tariffs, but yeah. Debt inflation and bank failures. 2008, mostly household debt happened and something leveraged, particularly in derivatives, triggers cascading institutional failures, most notably Lehman Brothers. So it's just debt.
Lehman Brothers, good. It's very good case study. If you want to study economic case study from Harvard University, and then they have a very good, probably 100 pages research on Lehman Brothers, how they folded. Okay, good job. Emma, California, read the debt is the people borrow money. What's the leverage? You use borrowed money to buy land, to invest in stock market, mutual fund, and so on and so forth. Okay, these are the debt and the leverage. Borrow money to buy. Keep on going.
Good, Casey. The sister party takes place among the first. In 1930, data research and big theory reflect that consumer confidence and liquidity. In 2008, massive household debt and bankruptcies, particularly in derivatives, triggered crashes in semi intuition, notably the Lehman Brothers.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Number 3, go. Global
trade policy mistakes. During the Great Depression, protectionist policies like the Small Colony Tariff versus the collapse restricted international trade. In contrast, in the Great Recession, global trade natural through the G20 helped prevent a full-scale collapse of trade.
That's actually true. I think there is a more cooperation between the elite of the elite during that year, because that is a good opportunity to make the collective elite all over the world cooperate. They work together to make a lot of more money. And in the Great Depression, the elite didn't cooperate, so people have to fight a bitter war. What saved the Great Depression is not FDR's New Deal. Not. You guys prove me I'm wrong. What saved the Great Depression? World War II, when a lot of young people died. So this year, the Great Recession, not many young people die, but a lot of young people have depression, and then they will smoke marijuana and they will kill themselves and stuff like that. Okay, so the Great Depression limited and the Great Recession swift and massive. What did we learn? Did we learn anything? Did humanity as a group learn anything? No. Do humanity learn any lesson? Go ahead.
Act fast and big. Unlike the delayed response in the 1930s, the post-2008 world saw immediate and large-scale intervention. We learned that delay worsens damage in a crisis, and that governments must serve as lenders and spenders of last resort.
Lender and spenders of last resort. That means when people don't have the money and the government does print more money. And here they spend more money. Where do they spend the money? Where do they spend the money? 2 trillion here, 5 trillion there. It's easy to spend the money. Therefore, the money doesn't worth money anymore. Inflation. Okay, keep on going. You did a wonderful job. Central bank must be proactive. Who are the central bank in the United States? Who are the central bank of the United States? Federal Reserve. You research Federal Reserve. Keep on reading. Go. No, you have a background noise. Then Terrence from California. Go ahead.
Central banks must be proactive. The Federal Reserve learned from the Depression that tight monetary policy in a crisis is disastrous. In the 2008 to 2009 and again in 2020 during COVID, central banks pumped liquidity to avoid deflation and market planning.
Okay. What are pumping liquidity mean?
I think liquidity is like selling things.
No. Pumping liquidity, it means printing money and inject them into the economy. So the money, like water, they have to flow. In order to make the water flow, what do? You release a lot of water like a flood. So, yep. And they are printing money out of thin air. Where the money come from? Where the money came from in the first place? Money was created of thin air. You don't trust me? You do your own research. Guys, do your own research. Okay, so what they are doing, they are creating money out of thin air. Can this one will last forever? No. When it will end, Nobody know. God know. God really know. Okay, we don't know. We human, we're stupid. We don't know. And when we will know, disaster happened to us, then we will know. Okay, Baoling, it's your turn. The last paragraph, regulation measures. These are nonsense talks. Okay.
New Deal, it created FDIC insurance after 2008. Reforms like Dodd-Frank, the Volcker Rule, and Basel III aim to reduce systemic risk. The critics argue many loopholes remain, which is
of course the loophole remains. Why loophole remains? So the elite can use the loophole.
There's chances that a crisis may happen.
That's right. That's right. Is the new crisis coming in 2025? Baoling, read and tell me. Everybody, tell me your sense, your understanding.
The U.S. national debt is over 30 trillion.
Really? Wow, 30 trillion. 30 trillion. Okay, keep on going.
Persistent inflation and tightening. And then, of course, there's ongoing conflicts.
That's right. Geopolitical risk. And
then asset bubbles and just U.S. companies in general.
That's right. And I gave you guys a challenge. Is a cryptocurrency good or bad? I don't know. Probably your parents know.
Mom, cryptocurrency is good or bad?
Yeah, ask you guys' parents. I don't know. To tell you guys' parents, ask all of your parents. Is a cryptocurrency good or bad? It will bring disaster to us or will become our salvation. You guys tell your parents, Franca, your teacher too dumb, he don't know anything. You ask them and you do your own research. How about that? And the housing in a certain region, beyond that's counter argument, resilience and reform. And this part gave us some hope. We only have 7 minutes. And who are going to give us some hope? Who? Parents from California, read and make a strong argument. Give me some hope. Okay, counter argument. U.S. economy have resilience and we can do reform.
Banks are more capitalized and stress tested than in 2008. Consumers and corporations are more aware of debt risks. And government and central banks have faster crisis management infrastructure now, including swap lines and digital tools.
Keep on going. Prediction,
a slowdown, not a collapse. Barring a black swan event, e.g. a war involving a major power or a new global pandemic, 2025 is likely to bring a global slowdown or mild recession, not a full-blown depression or a Great Recession-style collapse. The post-pandemic world faces stagflationary headwinds, but systematic financial tools are more advanced than in 2008.
Wow. So everybody write down this very important saying. Prediction is hard. Everybody write down. If you didn't do anything for my class, you write this one down. Prediction is hard, especially for the future. Okay, prediction for the past are easy. Now, predict what will happen in the next 10 years. Now, everybody give me a prediction. And you guys are competing with the ChatGPT. College level.
I believe that the U.S. will probably go through a recession, but then come back up.
When? How?
Because of like their debt with China. Because of their like huge debt and stuff.
Wow. Good job. Good job. Good job.
I think they'll make a bounce back though. I think China's going to take over as the #1 economy.
When?
In a couple of years.
What is your reason? Do you think global
Because China's just been rising up on the global stage, and I think that they're gonna get number one economy.
Okay. Congratulations. You finish this class wonderfully. And Earl, give me a prediction. You can leave the class, or else you have to stay here for the next 10 hours. That would be miserable. Go.
I think that Israel is gonna take over the Middle East.
Wow. The greater Israel will become a dream come true, right?
Yeah.
What's your reason? What's your reasoning? I'm very curious about your reasoning. I teach you for the homeschool. I have a high opinion about your opinion, not because I'm a proud of myself, but because I trust my students.
Basically, because
go.
of like
Tell me.
how Israel is dealing with Hamas right now is very like not humanitarian. So so they would probably lead to like some like fascist thing like Germany or something, and then they're gonna take over like they'll probably take over Palestine first, then Jordan.
Wow.
Then after they achieve their ideal Israeli shape, the ideal Israeli shape is basically mostly cutting off Egypt from the Middle East. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's very deep, very deep. Why don't you write it down? You finish my work. I have 2 more minutes, and then Emma, what will happen in the next 10 years? Your prediction is as good as mine, as good as US president or these big shots. Emma, go ahead. Trust yourself. Tell me, I trust you. Why not you?
Oh yeah.
Emma's turn.
I was like, maybe, I don't know, they'll probably change. We're like, I'm not really involved in politics that much. I don't really watch the news that much, so I can only hear what my mom and sister says. So
Yeah.
it's like something like really like something about Iraq. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just calming down. Maybe just calm down. Maybe because after this term, maybe Trump will be in power anymore. Will be in president anymore. Maybe we'll find like another president. Who knows? I don't know how much longer Trump has for president. But like there's also like things like with the tariffs and stuff, which really was it was
Wonderful.
just impacted a lot of them. And I hope there's not that much inflation. Yeah,
Congratulations.
I'm not involved in politics that much.
It's not the politics. It's about your future and my future. Okay, it's not the politics. Okay, Terrence from California, you're the last one. You have 2 minutes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Predict the next 10 years, and you can resolve that.
Yeah, I think the Republicans are gonna start a new reign over the US. They're gonna control the US for the next couple of years, the Republicans.
I agree with you. I think so. Of course, Terrence won't agree with you on that. Terrence, do you think the governor of California will take over the United States, Terrence?
Hopefully not.
Why not?
Not.
I don't think they have like good morals.
Yeah, Newsom is kinda.
Yeah, it's a bit iffy. I agree with Bolin. I do think Republican control is gonna remain because even all around the world, like this 2024 was a huge year for right-wing politics. Like so of them won in so many different countries. And I think it's gonna stay that way for a bit of time until some changes happen. And the economics, I think that we should be fine. We're the economy's getting stronger. We're learning more tech, more AI is getting more involved. That might help us a little bit. We're also knowing more about this. It's happened in 2008. So like I think the economy's fine. If something happens, we should be able to recover pretty quickly. If not, then we're cooked. But hopefully,
hopefully we're not cooked. I'm too old. and you guys all have a future. Okay, let me conclude our wonderful class. It's my privilege to work with smart kids like you guys. I actually seriously learn more from you guys than probably you learn from me. Make sense? This is a very good opportunity for us to see the US history from the ancient time, like 250 years ago. And recently we learned the last, how many years? The end of the Cold War till right now. Now we are predicting the future. And when you guys came back from Europe, hopefully we can organize class to study AP, world history, because only when we know the recent 10,000 years of human history, we can learn a little bit about the future. Because the Bible said one thing, nothing new under the sun. History don't repeat itself, but history do have a rhyming scheme, like a poetry. Okay, see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your summer. And when you come back, we study again. Bye-bye. Have fun.